Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Revisited Foundations. Today I'm going to be doing an application and wear test on the Lancome Teint Idole 24-hour foundation. If you are interested in seeing how that applies and wears on very sensitive acne-prone skin, then please keep watching. Okay guys, so today we are talking about the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-hour makeup. I have mine in the shade 220 Buff C. Now I was matched for this in store, and I think I remember that the reason I didn't wear this so much was because it was a little too dark for me. Now I was out in the sun yesterday for a few hours, so I figured this might be a good time to bring this back out. So before we get into the application, I just wanted to go over a few details about this foundation. It retails for $47 and you get the standard 1 ounce. It does have SPF 15 in there, which is nice. Now this says, I'm looking online, it says that this is full coverage. It's supposed to wear for 24 hours. I can tell you right now, it is about 10 o'clock at this moment, so I will be able to wear it for a decent amount of time today, but I'm not going to leave this on for 24 hours. But we will see after a long day's worth of wear how this looks. But it's supposed to be 24-hour wear, and it says it's the full coverage you need, flaws, pores, redness, and all imperfections visibly disappear. The velvety finish you love for 24-hour lasting perfection and comfort. Full coverage, velvety matte finish with no powdery effect. Oil-free, fragrance-free, transfer-free, non-comedogenic, tested on sensitive skin, tested under dermatological control, and it says that you can apply it with your fingers, brush, or sponge over serum daily and moisturizer, complete with concealer and powder. So that all of that sounds good. So I am interested to try this out again. It's been a while, so I don't really remember exactly. So I already have on my serum and my moisturizer. I am going to apply a primer because I always apply a primer. And today I decided I would bring out the Laura Mercier Radiance Primer. And I thought it would be fun maybe to apply it to half of my face and then leave the other half with no primer and just see if that has any effect. And then also we're going to be applying half of the face with a sponge and half with a brush, see which finish we like the best, and then we'll just kind of even it out with the finish that we like the best, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get into it. I actually have a decent amount of things to do today. I have some family in town. So we're going to go shopping and, out to eat. So I'll be outside actually for quite a long time today. We have a mall here called Sand Hills, and that is where we are going to be going. That is an outdoor mall, and I live in South Carolina, so it is so hot and humid here. It will be a good test for sure. Because usually, like, right time I walk outside, I get shiny. Okay, so this will obviously be the primed half, and I will also use this half for the sponge. So, just so we get that out of the way up front. I do like that it said that this was tested on sensitive skin because I have very sensitive skin. If I use a product like one time, I could have just like a terrible reaction and deal with that for like 2 weeks. Oh, well, this color actually isn't bad unless it oxidizes. I picked up these ears at Five Below yesterday. I just thought they were really cute. And normally I always am like pulling my hair back in a low pony when I do this. So I just figured it would be convenient, and especially after you've straightened your hair. A lot of the times I don't like want to have a possible dent or anything in it from my pony. Oh, for being outside in that sun, my nose is like so red, guys. Global warming, man. It ain't no joke. And I had on like SPF 50, I think, on my face. Which I didn't get burnt, but I definitely got red. I used to be one of those people that could like lay out in the sun for hours and hours and I would never burn. It would just turn like a deep tan. Now, I am lucky if I'm outside for longer than, 30 minutes to an hour and not looking like a lobster. I just think it's funny how your skin changes like that. Okay, so that is one application, and it definitely does not look full coverage to me, guys. Like, I can still see all of this peeking through down here on my chin. So it definitely does not look full coverage off the bat with a sponge to me. Let's see about with a brush on the other side. And so far I have used, well, on my hand I dispensed like 2.5 pumps. I don't know why I haven't been using this because the color actually does not look bad. So I have been wanting to try the stick foundation from Lancome as well, just because I don't know why. I've been really wanting to get into the stick foundations. There's so many that are coming out right now, it's crazy. And it's hard to keep up with everything that comes out as well. It feels like something comes out and then like less than a month goes by and that's like old news. It's overwhelming to try to keep up with everything. So, I can tell you right now, I don't get anything for free. I get nothing sent to me for free. So, anything that I am reviewing is something that I have bought with my own money. So, I will try to keep up with as many things as I can, but your girl is balling on a budget, you know what I'm saying? So I'll do the best I can. If there's anything in particular you guys want to see, then let me know in the comments below and I'll make sure that I get that. But there's just no way I can get all the new stuff that is coming out because it is just so much, which is good. I mean, I'm a makeup lover, it's good. I wish I could get it all and I can't. Okay, so I don't know, it really looks about the same. It looks like there might be more coverage with the brush side. However, do you see how much, like, anytime I apply something with a sponge, I always just think it gives like this glowy, like natural type of look, which I love so much. And I like the way that it kind of looks better with the sponge. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply more coverage with the brush just to build the coverage up because it does have a little better coverage with the brush, and then I'm just going to like pounce over it with the sponge when it's all said and done, which is a technique that I use all the time just to give it that finish that I like, but I will still have the coverage from the brush. And I love that technique, guys. I use it all the time. So, yeah, I'm just going to apply it a little bit more. Now, I will say this is not looking cakey at all. And I really do hope that this is transfer proof because that would be so nice. It's really hard to find a foundation that is transfer proof, actually. You know, like whenever you like take a call on your cell phone or something like that, and then you like, ugh, like what is this? All over your phone. or God, the worst is like whenever you hug somebody and you get stuff on their shirt. Like, that's awful, isn't it? So embarrassing. Like, sorry, you have to wear a part of my face the rest of the day. Alright guys, so I don't know, like, they say that this is full coverage. Like, I still have redness coming through. Like, I don't know if you guys can see all of this, which granted, you guys know I have a lot to cover, okay? But like, for $47, I feel like I got just as, like, probably better coverage actually with the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. You get more and it covers better, and it's $6. Well, this probably does have a bunch of skincare ingredients in it as well, which, you know, would be nice. But I do like that it's for sensitive skin. I like that. Okay, so upon the third layer, this is starting to get a little covered here. Now, if you had just a little bit of redness, a little bit of unevenness, uneven skin tone, this would be more than enough coverage for you, I'm sure. But for us, like, oily, acne prone ladies out there, right now I'm not that impressed, to be honest with you. Now this, hopefully, maybe it'll wear very well, but I'm saying for right now, for $47, nah. And I'm actually using quite a bit as well. I don't know, we'll see how it wears. But right now I'm like not blown away. Okay guys, well, that is that. I applied a lot and it does finally look pretty covered down here now, but man, that took a good bit of layering actually to get to that. Okay, so now I have my damp beauty blender and I'm just going to pounce this on my face, and what this is going to do is give us that smooth, like, luminous type of a finish, and pick up any excess product that you don't need on your face, because you do not want to be cake face. I don't know about you guys, but I am cake face. I just try not to look like it. Okay. Alright, so this is the coverage of that foundation, and I'm going to come in a little bit closer just so we can get a close-up look. Now, it does not look bad. It does have this, like, luminous glow whenever you move your face that I personally love. I used to be somebody that just, like, was all about matte, and now I'm like the opposite of that. But yeah, I really like the finish. I do wish it had a little bit more coverage, especially for the price tag. But like I said, hopefully it will wear really nicely. We'll see how it looks at the end of the night. Now, I am going to set this because online it did say to set it with a powder. I am not going to use a concealer because in general I don't really wear concealer that much. If I'm feeling froggy, then I will, but as like an everyday basis, I could take it or leave it, honestly. So I'm going to take, I know I've been using this a lot, but this is the Flower Beauty Powder Foundation in the shade PP2. I just once I see that I've hit pan on something, guys, like, it's my mission to use it up. Like, for whatever, like, I love makeup, and I love to have a lot of makeup, but there's something that is so satisfying to me of, like, completely using a product up. I'm silly, I know, but I'm sure there's others out there that are that same way. Okay, so I have my other like little beauty blender type deal, and this set that I've been using today is from Ulta. I use this set all the time. I really enjoy it, but this is dry, and I am using it with this powder. I love applying my powder like this. I think I get the most coverage out of it. It doesn't look cakey. I love the flat edge of this for applying the powder. So I don't know, like, why I love this so much more, or like why it applies so much better than it does with a brush, but this is like my favorite technique for powder application. If you have not tried it, I would. Now, sometimes I will dampen my sponge, like when I'm using a loose translucent powder, I will dampen my beauty blender and go in with the powder. But when I have it in an actual pressed pan like that, it can get hard pan whenever you do that. So that is the reason that I'm using it dry as opposed to wet. And I'm setting the heck out of this because I told y'all I'm going to be outside for a very long period of time today. I'm sure my sister is in town and that girl can shop. So, gotta be prepared, you know what I'm saying? Alright. So, that is the coverage that we have received with this foundation, and I do like it. I think a lot of my deal is just this area down here with my chin. It's just very red. It's very hard to cover. So I'm sure, you know, for a lot of you guys, this is going to be more than enough coverage. For me, I mean, it still is really good coverage for me as well. I'm really enjoying it at this moment, like all set and everything. I'm going to apply the rest of my makeup, and then I will catch back up with you guys, let you know everything that I'm wearing, give you the final time. So right now it is 10:15, so that is going to be the time for the foundation as far as the wear period, because as of right now this is fully applied. So we'll see how long we can test this out tonight. And I think it should be a pretty decent amount of time, at least 12 hours. But yeah, I am going to apply the rest of my foundation, apply the rest of my makeup, and then I will check back in with you guys. Hey guys, I am back. I have all my makeup applied now. It is now 11:08. So I'm going to go over everything that I have on my face. For my blush, I pulled out my Butter Clutch, and this is in Just Darling. Now this has got 3 different blush shades. I'm wearing the more pink and plum blush mixed, and they are very pigmented. I love it. This also, I should mention, comes with a highlighter, so that is nice as well. My table right now is a mess, so if you saw that in the mirror, please just ignore it. For my bronzer, I am wearing the Butter Bronzer again. I'm just really trying to use this guy up. For my highlighter, I pulled out a liquid highlighter, and this is from Tarte. It is in the shade Exposed. I really don't wear liquid highlighter that much. I'm trying to get more into it, so that's why I pulled this out. For my eyes, I am wearing the new Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and I have got on Smog and Wanderlust mostly. I will have a tutorial on this. It should already be up, so I will link that in the cards. And then for my mascara, I pulled out my Senegence Cosmetics Under Scents. This used to be a duo, and this part, like when I screwed it on at some point, it just like completely twisted off. So that's why it looks a little silly, but I tried the Undersense again because I thought it may be like my Lancome Stills Booster XL, which I recently tried out on my channel. I will also link in the cards. But this is just, it's no comparison to that. My eyelashes literally feel like little sticks right now. So I'm not a fan of that. Spoiler. I will have a review on Senegence Cosmetics coming, just like overall a lot of the items in their brand. But that one, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that. And then I have on my Wander Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara that I have been loving, and usually it looks even better than this, so that Undersense is doing it really no justice. For my brows, I'm actually wearing a shadow from the Coastal Scents Smoky Palette, and it seems silly, but I love this shade so much. Like, you can see how much of a dent is in this shade in comparison to all these others. It just is a great color match for me, and I really love it for that reason. Yes, I will cart around this whole palette for that one shade. And then for my lips, I just decided to do something very neutral. I'm wearing the Lancome Juicy Tubes in the shade Tickled Pink. So that's everything I have on my face, guys. I'll try to do a few check-ins. Like I said, I am going to be out and about in town today, so I'll try to get a check-in in natural lighting, and then I'll follow up with you guys at the end of the night as well. So again, it's now 11:12. We'll see how this wears. Hey guys, I wanted to do my first check-in in natural lighting. As I mentioned, I had to do, well, I didn't have to do, but I did a lot of shopping today, and I was just out and about, you know, in and out of the car. It is 2:40 right now, so this has been on a little bit over 4 hours, and I don't know, there's just something about this foundation that does not sit well with me. I see no difference between the prime side and the unprime side. It also has gotten very shiny, and for something that says it's going to last 24 hours, I don't see how that would be possible. There is some transfer, so again, it said it's transfer proof, and I really set this with powder too because I knew I was going to be outside a lot. And I mean, it looks good from far away, but up close, like the texture, it is doing nothing for that at all. So, as of right now, that's where I'm at. We'll see, you know, I mean, it looks fine. I actually like the appearance, the finish better right now because it's like kind of glowy now that some shine has gone through, or came through. But we'll see if it lasts at least until the end of the night and get the final thoughts on it. Hey guys, me and Gracie are just hanging out over here. It is going to be my final check-in. It is 12:25 a.m. right now, and this has been on for over 13 hours. And guys, it is not looking the best. Like, from far away, it doesn't look bad, but let me zoom you in. Okay, so you can see how much this is broken down in this general area. My nose, it had worn off of my nose within like the first 4 or 5 hours. Down here, like, everything I wanted to cover is showing through, which, granted, like, I have done a lot today. I've been outside shopping, like I mentioned. I cleaned my whole entire house, like, deep clean. I'm talking about, like, I cleaned the carpet today. I've done laundry. I've cooked. So I don't take it easy any day, really. But I mean, still, like, for it to say that this lasts 24 hours and for this to be $47, like, I don't see it, guys. Which is really surprising, but this isn't my favorite. I can find better foundations at the drugstore. So, you know, it is what it is. That's my thoughts. Let me know yours if you don't agree. I mean, we all have different skin. different skin texture, skin types, so what works for me might not work for you. So I urge you to look at multiple reviews, because I am just one case. But yeah, guys, I think you can find much better at the drugstore. Save your money on this one. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hope that you learned something. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It would really help me out. And subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.